Hello.
Kimberly? Hey,
Yes,
Kimberly.
hi. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Um, so what I've been coming across is that trying to find a secured credit card, they generally most of them want to have a yearly annual fee,
Uh-huh.
and I get that that's okay. But I did
hmm
come across one that doesn't have an annual fee, but the problem is that it's a non-refundable deposit until you close the account. Okay?
Okay.
Everything else about it seems reasonable and good, but my question is, if I go with that and I do this deposit, let's say I deposit 300, I have a credit card for 300, they report to all three credit cards, the interest rate is, not horrible. If I were to close it after, say, 2 years or 3 years because I've now built my credit up and I can get a unsecured credit card, I'm
Right.
concerned that by closing it, because one, not only will, 300, it's going to affect my credit limit, which will affect the
Right.
FICO score, but I'm more concerned about it being my, quote, oldest credit card that I'm closing.
Right. Right. So
So that
here's what we
probably would
teach.
not,
Yeah.
go
Here's what
ahead.
we teach on that. Here's what we teach on that, Kimberly. It's a fantastic question, and I appreciate the depth of the question, right? Because you're thinking through, and you're like, well, what about this down the road, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
fantastic. So here's the answer to it. You're going to get 3 credit cards, secured cards now. Some are going to be good, some are going to be bad. And when I say good and bad, they're not really, any of them aren't good, but they're better than others, right?
Right.
And then in 2 years, your credit score is going to be 720. And you're going to have 3 credit
Mm-hmm.
cards and installment line and all that. And it may not be 2 years. It could be 9 months. It could be 6 months. It could be a year, whatever it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you're going to reach a point where you're not going to buy a car, you're not going to buy a house, it doesn't matter. So what you're going to do is you're going to apply for 3 of the best credit cards you can get, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And you're going to get all 3 of those. And then you're going to cancel those secured cards. And yes,
Okay.
it's going to have a short-term impact on your credit score.
Okay.
But it's going to be short-term, 3 to 6 months. It won't matter. You'll get all your money back. You'll stop the annual fees, and you're moving on.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Does
That
that
was
make sense?
my biggest, it does make sense. And so no, that helps me. I don't know how much it would have affected it when you close the oldest credit card, because then, because if I have 3 credit cards and they're all about the same age, and
Mm-hmm.
then I end up closing them, it just takes your age of credit and just drops it. And even though I don't know if it's necessarily a big percentage of your total FICO score, because they break down like the percentages of them.
It's both. It's both. Right.
Okay. So I didn't know how much of an impact, like if I'm going to lose 100 points by closing it down the road, because I don't want to have that particular credit card for, 5 years.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, I get it. Yep.
so okay, well
No, it's great. It's a great question, and other people on the call, believe me, have that question. So
okay,
it's perfect.
wonderful.
Yeah.
And thank you for doing this. I love the fact that you guys do these answers, the questions and answers, and that you are available. I really appreciate that, and I listened to a lot of the
Oh.
calls first time I participated. But
Uh-huh.
I love this program. I love the information, and thank you.
Oh, well, thank you, Kimberly. God knows as Lorena felt it firsthand, we're human. We are doing our best to get the information out. We have breakdowns, but it's great to hear that. I'm grateful, and if you feel comfortable sharing that on on a review, it would be our honor. We're trying to get to 1,000 reviews this year, and it was great. We got 70 something reviews in the month of February, and we're just trying to get to
Wow.
1,000 by the end of the
Now,
year.
the
Because I figure
reviews are where?
at the bottom
Where?
of every one of our emails, there's a link. It says, "Please give us a review," and all of them
Got it.
go to one place. The only place I care about is where it's hardest to get reviews, which is on Google, right? I mean, it's easy to get
Okay.
reviews on these other places and likes on Facebook. Look, all I care about is Google, and that's where those links go to. So if you could share that, great. And if you don't feel comfortable for whatever reason, no problem at all.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, great.
And I'm good then.
Okay, thanks, Kimberly. Talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.